Okay, so let's get started with next one, abstraction. What is the abstraction? Abstraction is basically hiding the logic and giving only functionality to the end users. So like you see ATM center, we don't know what logic they built, but you can just use the functionality. And anything you take, even laptop or anything, the logic we don't know actually. Even you see a phone call, so you two people are talking each other and serving their purpose, but we don't know logic behind that. So it's completely abstracted. The code is abstracted. So that is called abstraction. And how can you achieve abstraction? So one is through abstract class, another one is through interface. So abstract class and interface. Abstract class means what? So abstract class means, so a class is declared with abstract keyword. A class is declared with abstract keyword, and that classes are called abstract classes. So basically in the class, you will declare methods as abstract and concrete methods also will be there. So abstract class inside, you will have abstract classes and concrete methods. So abstract class, normal class means only concrete methods, right? Concrete method means what? Defined methods. That means there is a body, and then every method you will write some logic. That's the normal classes. In the abstract classes, there is an abstract method or methods. You can write multiple also. And concrete methods. Again, concrete methods means fully developed, fully written logic with a body. Abstract method means no body, just a declaration. That is called abstract methods. And you can write even other variables also here. You can write all variables. So the variables are, it can be static, final, non-static variables. All types of variables you can declare. So in the abstract class, constructor also you can declare in the abstract class. So that's abstract. So class means. And so why this abstraction is important in software development, right? As I mentioned, it is the, so one of the principle to hide the implementation details and provide a functionality to the end users. So it allows us to manage complexity by breaking down a system into smaller and more manageable parts, allows us to create a reusable code, design software. So that is modular. Modular means breaking down, extensible and maintainable. You can extend, that means inheritance also you can apply here. And maintainable, easily you can maintain that. So how to achieve this abstraction? You can achieve in two ways. One is through abstract class, another one is through interface. So abstract class is a class that cannot be instantiated directly and must be extended by subclasses. So what is abstract class? A class that cannot be instantiated. Generally, instantiation means what? Creating object, right? Any abstraction process, we are not allowed to create object. So you can just create the abstract class, declare abstract methods, and define concrete methods. But you cannot create object for that. Then what about the definition of abstract methods definition, where you can give? Without definition, you cannot use. Where you can use, you have to extend this abstract class to another class to implement that. But same class you cannot implement. You will just declare that abstract methods, and you will extend to subclasses. There you can implement it. So extend means you can easily get that in the child class, right? You're overriding. Your method overriding, again it is coming here. Apart from abstraction principle, you will get a method overriding concept also, inheritance concept also. Multiple OOPS principles are involved in this. One is extension mandatory. Second one is overriding the method. Method overriding also happens here. So what is an interface? A collection of abstract methods that must be implemented by any class that implements the interface. Basically, a class can implement the interface. Interface you cannot implement. Interface, another interface cannot implement. Interface means only abstract methods, nothing else. But in Java 8, they provided the default methods, static methods also. Some of them you can implement. Instead of complete abstraction, you can write some implementation for the methods. That is interface. We will come back to this part again, okay? First understand this abstraction. So an abstract class in Java is a class that is declared with abstract keyword and cannot be instantiated directly. So abstract classes are used to define a common interface for a group of subclasses. Suppose you have a common interface you want to develop between the multiple classes, then you can use abstract classes, while allowing each subclass to implement its own behavior. So you can define an abstract class. And this is how you can declare abstract class. Public, abstract, class, my class. So final class also we declare like this. In this place, we put a final class, right? So final class cannot be extended. You cannot extend the final class. So, but abstract classes you can extend. You can inherit this class. Then the abstract methods, whatever you are going to declare here, that can be implemented in the subclasses. That's what a group of subclasses. So they will. That's the abstract classes means. So any class that extends abstract class must implement any abstract method. So for example, for some class you are extending this abstract class. In that subclass, you will extend the abstract class abstract method. So like this, you can see here, access modifier, abstract, class name, variables, abstract method. See, this doesn't have a body. So normal, you can declare normal structure, the head portion of the method you can keep and put a semicolon there. That's the declaration means. But you will write abstract keyword in the method signature line. Concrete methods. Say this has a body. This has a body. Okay. And constructors. So you can write a constructors also. You can declare variables. And the extra thing is this one. So, and abstract keyword will be there. That's easily you can recognize which is a abstract class or normal class. So see one example, public abstract class, graphic object. So you can declare the fields, declare non-abstract methods, and I'm declaring a one method, abstract void draw method. So when this class is, so abstract class is subclassed, the subclass usually provides the implementation for all the abstract methods that are declared here. But here only one we declared. This you will implement in the child class, child or subclasses. So abstract classes are similar to interfaces, but you cannot instantiate them. Both of them you cannot instantiate. So abstract class, you cannot create object. For interface also, you cannot create object. Why we cannot create object for this abstract class and interfaces? The reason very simple. See, this method is there, right? This method is there. Suppose if you create object for this abstract class, you need to call this method, right? If you want to call, there is no logic. Then what is the purpose of this method? That's why they completely stopped it. So there are undefined methods in the class. You cannot use those methods if you create object. That's why they are not supporting object creation, instantiating the classes. So abstraction supported entities, like abstraction supported entities means interface and abstract class. So these two, right? These two are supporting that. So that is the main points in the abstract classes. So you cannot instantiate them, and they may contain a mix of methods declared with or without an implementation. So that means some of them you can declare without logic. Some of them you can implement them. That is the abstract class, how you will do that. So you can declare fields that are not static, final, and define public, protected, and private concrete methods also. So you can use all access modifiers, no doubt in that. So example of abstract classes in the JDK is generally in the Java is abstract map, which is part of collections framework. Its subclasses are hash map, tree map, and concurrent hash map. Share many methods, including get to, put to, is empty, contains key, contains value. That from abstract map defines them. Partial abstraction can be achieved through abstract classes. So consider using abstract classes if any of these statements apply to your situation. See that you want to share code among several closely related classes. So then you can go for the abstract class. You expect that classes that extend your abstract class have many common methods or fields, require access modifiers other than public, such as protected and private, then you can go for this. You want to declare a non-static or non-final fields. This enables you to define methods that can access and modify the state of object to which they belong. So these are the scenarios where you will use this abstract class. And so what is the difference between abstract class and concrete class? So abstract class cannot be instantiated. Concrete class can be instantiated. I hope you know instantiation means. If you don't know, let me know. So abstract class can have both abstract, non-abstract methods. Concrete class can have only non-abstract methods. Abstract class can have abstract and non-abstract methods. I think this is a duplicate one, right? Yeah, it can. Yeah, this one is we have to tell here. You can extend to child classes to implement these abstract methods. Here also you can extend one class to other class. Even abstract class extends to another class. And even normal class also you can extend only one class, not multiple classes. Abstract class cannot be final. Concrete class can be final. So abstract class used to provide a common base for related classes. Concrete class used to define a specific type of object. So that is the abstract and concrete classes. 1 minute, getting a call. Yeah, so this the about the difference between abstract class and concrete class. And what is abstract method? Abstract method means so a method which has only declaration, no body. That means curly braces and logic you won't write in the abstract class. So anywhere abstract method means remember no body, just a declaration, the head portion. That is called abstract, but you will use abstract keyword while declaring that. See that a method which is declared with abstract modifier and has no body is called abstract method. It doesn't contain any body. It's simply just a signature declared followed by a semicolon. Followed by a semicolon. So now, see this is the one how we can declare a abstract method. Abstract and the return type, method name, and you can give arguments. See, there's no body, just a semicolon. This is the head portion, right? Head portion of a method and semicolon. For example, abstract void message. So this is the example for abstract method. So you can declare all abstract methods like this: abstract void method name without parameters, abstract void method name data type P1, abstract data type method name data type P1, abstract void move to double delta x comma double delta y. So that's how you can declare abstract methods. So can an abstract method be declared as a static? Why? No. So abstract methods cannot be declared as a static. So abstract methods are designed to be overridden by subclasses, right? Method overriding you can achieve only with the non-static methods only. And because that happens at runtime. That happens at runtime, right? That's why you cannot declare them as a static. So and static methods are not subject to overriding. So static methods are not subject to overriding. So that's the answer you can give. Static methods belongs to the class itself rather than to any particular instance of a class, and can be called without creating an instance of the class. So static methods you can call in directly, right? So you don't need a object creation for that. So that's this abstract method concept. So abstract methods are implemented in the subclasses. So they require an instance of subclass to be created in order to be used that. So you want to use them, you will create an object for that. Subclasses. That object reference start, this implemented method you will call. So can an abstract method be declared with a private modifier? No. So it cannot be private because abstract method must be implemented in the child class. If you want to access one class to other class, it should be more than private, right? So that's why. So if you declare it as a private, we cannot implement it from outside the class. When to use abstract class in Java? So give some examples. So abstract classes in Java are useful when you want to define a common interface for a group of related classes. So such cases you will use these abstract classes. So each subclass will provide the implementation. So you will declare in the abstract class abstract methods which are common to all subclasses, then you will implement them in the subclasses. So here is the examples. Suppose you are building a game that has different types of characters, such as warriors, mages, archers. Each character has some common attributes, so like and behaviors, such as health points and the ability to move, but they also have a unique behavior. So like attacks have spells. So in this case, you can define the abstract class called character. So this is the common to represent the common properties. So health check, X and Y moves that you can build. This is the constructor we declared, and move. So move is the one concrete method, and attack is, so it depends on the class, it will change attack. So that's why this is you want to give different logic based on the class. So that's why you are defining attack here. So this is the simple abstract class, and you can implement this character class in any of these classes. So warriors, mages, archers, in these classes you can implement them. So when you want to enforce certain rules or contracts that all subclasses must follow. So that is one example. Let's go to a second example. Suppose you are building a payment processing system and you have different types of payment methods through credit card, PayPal, and wire transfers. Each payment method has some common behavior. So such as validating the payment details and charging the customer, but they also have some unique behaviors such as the API calls to external payment gateways. So in this case, you could define the abstract class called payment method, and that provides the common behavior and attributes. So and enforces the contract that all payment methods must implement the certain set of methods like this. See, these are the abstract class payment method. So payment ID, amount, currency, and this is the constructor we declared. Validate payment. So validate the payment details such as amount, currency, and payment. Here. So then you can see here abstract methods. Public abstract void charge customer. Public abstract void refund customer. These are the two. So a different way you need to implement them. So in this example, abstract class is payment method. Defines the common attributes and behavior for all payment methods. So validating the payment details and charging the customer enforces the contract that all payment methods must implement the charge customer and refund customer methods. So wherever they are going to implement this, and they have to implement. So each subclass of the payment method, such as credit card class, PayPal class, wire transfer class, would provide its own implementation of the charge customer and refund customer methods. So that's how you can develop these examples. You can just give those examples if anybody asks you. Okay. When to use abstract method? So an abstract method can be used when the same method has to perform different tasks depending on the object calling it. So different places you want to write a different logic. So different task you want to perform based on the class. Then you can use abstract class and abstract methods. So when you need to be overridden in its non-abstract classes, you can use abstract method. Can an abstract class have a constructor? Yes, right? You can have. An abstract class can have a constructor. So even though an abstract class cannot be instantiated directly, it can still be used as a superclass for its concrete subclasses which can be instantiated. So like, runtime polymorphism concept. Parent class, that reference variable can point to child class object. So that's what you can do with this concept. So shape, and draw method that you can. So I'll show you in our, one of the interface time. I'm using shape only, but you can use here. We will use this example. So this example I'll show you. This example I'll show you. So I'll explain these three classes and we'll create a one payment method class. So then we can define that. Once you come back, we'll define that. Any other? Okay, is it possible to achieve multiple inheritance through abstract class? Why? Yes, it is possible to achieve multiple inheritance through abstract class in Java. This is because an abstract class can implement multiple interfaces, and each of these interfaces can have its own set of methods that must be implemented by abstract class. You can implement the interface methods in the abstract class, okay, but you cannot instantiate them. So again, you can use them in the some other child class. So that's the this we can achieve that also. So abstraction and encapsulation, you already know. So abstraction is the process of hiding the implementation details, while encapsulation is the process of hiding the data. So that is the main difference between both of them. See, can we